and you have to watch it later, okay? But this is just an introduce. I think we are going to create our rules today. We are going to have this conversation and see what works for each one. And just to start, I put us alive on YouTube now, and I'm going to present myself. I'm Sophia. I'm a host here on TNT since August 2020, and I used to run the meetings in Thursdays nights. So I just changed my schedule for Mondays now, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm 25 years old and I'm a chemical engineering, but I don't work with that. I'm a trainee at Alpargatas nowadays, and I'm currently living in São Paulo. I think that's it. I want to know if anyone is here for the first time. Anyone here for the first time?
I guess late is for the first time. Is she?
Yes, the first time here.
Hello, lady. Nice to have
Hello.
you here.
I
Just
was
you
speaking
to know.
mostly.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it. How did you discover TNT, lady?
With my boyfriends.
Oh, great. So TNT is running here on Zoom since 2016, and it's a free space to talk in English, to meet new people, and to have good conversations about many topics that we as hosts brings to us to discuss. But you are free to create your own questions. I'm going to send some questions here just to guide the conversation, and I'm going to split you all in small rooms so you can choose a leader and have a better conversation with less people. So if you have any doubts, I'm sure that the people in your room can help you, but you can just click in the button, ask for help, that I can help you as well, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to send you all of you the questions right now. Okay, they are on chat. And I'm going to split you in small rooms now. I'm going to create just 3 rooms because we're going to have like 4 or 5 people each room. And at in the start of the conversation, please present yourselves, let everyone know everyone. And when 10 or 5 minutes are left, I will bring you all here so we can discuss a little bit how was the conversation, okay? Just a minute. Okay, see you. Bye.
Sophia, I think that I pressed the wrong button. Could you please send me to the breakout room?
Okay, just a minute. Don't accept this first one, okay? I'm just trying something.
Okay.
Now you can go. Okay. So let's start presenting ourselves. I think I have already presented myself. Elida is already in the bar drinking some beers. Please, João, can you present yourself first?
Sorry, I forgot to delete the background.
For
from
me,
happy
you
hour.
should you shouldn't have changed it. It was great. Go on, João, please. I think we are not listening to you. Oh, I think now.
Hello.
Yeah, now we can.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh, okay. Hello, guys. My name is João Paulo. I'm 25. I'm 24 years old. I'm a lawyer. I'm living in Palmas, Tocantins, and I started studying English in last year, August in the last year. My English line is very limited, but I can understand almost everything everyone's talked with me. And I like watch movies. I like out with my boyfriend, talk to my mom, talk to my family, how my family, I love my family. Uh, and just that.
Great, great. Nice to meet you, João. And you, Elida, please.
Hey guys, good evening. Can you hear me? Well,
Yeah.
okay. So my name is Elida. I am 20 years old. I live in Ceará. I am a biology student, but I'm working with my boyfriend in our business. We opened it recently, so I'm very excited about this. And I don't know, I think that's it.
What is
Nice
this
to meet
new business? I don't know about it.
We have a pet shop. We have or we had? I can't remember now. Anyway, it's a pet shop.
Oh, great.
Pet story. I don't know what's the right name.
Very good. And you, Late.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lady. I am 32 years old. Oh, I'm so old in this classroom. I live in São Paulo. I live in São Paulo. I have a daughter. She's 14 years old. I work at Epic Pay with business agility. And I speak in English not very well. I'm so shy today, the first time with you. And I need to practice more. But I started English classes when I was 10 years old. But I think 5 years I don't speak. And now I need to speak again and training.
Yeah, you are in the right place. I think the first step is done. So
Yes.
you're going to improve your English better and better. I think we have a great place here to do that and to help you with that. So I hope you enjoy. And your English for me is perfect because we are understanding everything you said and you can communicate. So for me, this is the only thing we need here, and the rest is coming in the journey, you know. Nice to have you here, Late. And you, Elinate, hello.
Hello, Sophia. Hello, everyone. Well, my name is Elineide, but you can call me Eli. It's up to you, but I think it's much easier. I live in São Bernardo do Campo. It's like a countryside of São Paulo. I am a process analyst working, studying a new college. I have a degree in business administration. I am on TNT since March 2020. Besides to participate on the English conversation, I also participated at Spanish conversation. And TNT is a very good environment to improve our skills about languages in learning process. That's all about me. It's a pleasure to be here again. And that's all. Thank you.
Great, welcome, Elinade. I'm also intending to go to Spanish class TNTs, but I'm just postponing it. I hope I can do it as soon as
I
possible.
don't have Spanish classes by TNT. I liked so
Ah,
much, but I have a Spanish class by myself, studying from YouTube, and about conversation, I always practice here on TNT.
great, very good, guys. So um, we are going to discuss today about the importance of having conversation and how we can improve ourselves and improving our relationships, having better conversations. And the first question is, why is it so important to improve our conversation skills? Because we know we are here improving our English conversation, but we also have to worry about how we can communicate in Portuguese with the people we live with and we work with and everyone. So I want to hear from you. Why do you think it's important to improve this conversation skills for us to have better relationships? What do you think, Elinade?
I have to read the question again. I'm sorry, Sophia.
Don't worry. Why is it so important to improve our conversation skills?
Besides to learn new vocabulary, we will be able to get better communication. And I think more important than this, because we are living in a world, and that we are not alone. We are needing people almost every time. You know, there's always a situation that you have to speak to another, asking for help, or just to share something interesting or something good that has happened to you. And in my opinion, improve our skills conversation is much more than learning a new vocabulary, but is also about relationships. Improve our relationships, because for example, right now we are talking about interesting topic, that we don't have the habit of discussion um, daily, unfortunately. And I think it's always important um, to improve our relationship, to be empathetic, to be good with the other people. And in my opinion, improved conversation is also it. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you, Edita?
I think we have a lot of ways to communicate with each other, but the conversation is the more specific, I think. So I think it's so important to be more assertive, right? Because sometimes we know what we want, but we don't know how to communicate this for the other person, especially in relationships, because when you don't have I don't know, a good communication, and you don't know a good conversation skills, sometimes you, how can I say that? The things that you say can be interpreted in a wrong way, right? So I don't know. I have this problem because I'm terrible with my conversation skills in Portuguese. So I'm like Thais from BBB. Do you know? I I can't talk opinion without saying something like tipo, and it's a mess. It's a confusion, a really confusion, and I'm trying to improve these skills. especially in English too. In Portuguese, it's
yeah.
hard,
When it's
especially.
in English, it's worse, right?
But sometimes it's really strange, but sometimes I can't say an opinion and a phrase in English, and in Portuguese, it's a confused, you know? So anyway, that's it.
Very good. I totally identify with you because I think I have sometimes I just know what I want to say, but when I'm going to speak up this phrase that I have already constructed in my mind, just I just can't. And it's very confusing. I think I don't know how to say it, but I don't know, I mess everything in my mind, and when I'm going to say it out loud, it's very confusing and I can't make myself clear. And in English, it's very worse for me because I think before I used to think a lot before saying, and now I'm trying a different strategy because I just start saying whatever comes to my mind, so I can just say something. Because before I used to just don't say because I was too afraid of saying something wrong or everything. So I think TNT Red helped me a lot with that. And you, Lade, what do you think about this?
It's so important for the relationships. When you need to work abroad, or you have partners in other countries, and you need to have the conversation. But I think the most important to improve our conversation skills is to listen the other, how which they need to say you, and you need to listen him. Create
before saying,
create the empathy with the other.
Yes.
Because sometimes we have a conversation, but we don't listen the other one.
This is so important. It's very important. Great point. And usual.
Can you hear me? Hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Your conversation. Conversation. The first thing, conversation is the base of society. So I think the improve the conversation is very important in many areas of your life. In make your friends talk about many. Well, just a moment. Many times in my life. So improving communication is very important in my professional. Is more important. I'm a lawyer. Conversation is the base of everything. My clients needs to a good conversation. I need to improve my conversation because I need to clients. Good conversation, no client in fact. And just that. I totally agree with Elida about the ties of the BBB.
I admire a lot lawyers because for me they are so confident of what they are saying, and they have all of those fancy words. I think it's very fancy.
Yes,
Sorry.
I always be nervous, and I always cry when I am having a discussion. So I think if I would, I don't know, if I would a lawyer, I probably would cry in the middle of the audience. I can't really, I can't have a discussion without crying because I got so nervous.
Yeah, for me it's very difficult as well. And thinking about our child, when you were a child, Did your parents used to talk with you in order to teach you instead of pushing? You know, like they used to talk more than fighting with you, you know. I don't know if I made myself clear. And guys, please, everyone can answer, okay? We don't have to wait for me to say names. I just say names when everyone keep quiet. So go on, lady.
I think sometimes my parents teach me to understand me, and sometimes punish too. But we always have the teach first time, the second time, and the third time is the second time. But I think we need to speak more, and we have the conversation with our
Well, yeah.
filhos.
Kids.
Kids. Oh, sorry. I think we need to have this conversation with our kids because we are the. I forgot the words. We are the.
It's normal.
O espelho, the
mirror.
mirror for them.
Exactly. Sometimes we lose our minds before trying to talk and trying to understand the point of view of the other people. And I don't know, sometimes we just skip the step of talking to trying to teach them and just push them to. I don't have kids, but some parents do that because they are so impatient and don't have this chance of talking. And I think it's very important to try to understand the kids because they also have feelings and they also um, are trying to understand the world, you know. And I think we have to be patient, but it's difficult. Sometimes we are just stressed. And usual, how was in your childhood? Your child.
When you're a child, my mom talked to me about many times in the world. Uh, but I when 15 years old, my parents, I don't say in English, separaram. So my mind stopped with talking with me. I think it is this the house situation. They show I cannot say they show. She is very sad. So my father don't talk with me about my conversation. He don't he talk with me about many things. My father is no is good for conversation. My mom is. So I I improve my conversation because my mom is teacher. So she's conversation is very good, and you improve your conversation every day. So just that. I can everybody can understand me.
Yeah,
Yes.
Divorce is I think is very they go divorce.
got
Broke
divorced.
up.
Yes, thank you, Elinate. And your child, Elinate, how was it?
Was a little bit uncommon because I was raised by my grandpas from my mother's side. And my grandpa was so easygoing, but my grandma was not. And she used to push me a lot because I was a very naughty kid. Uh, but I also had some aunties and some uncles, and they were so kind with me and the other friends, like my first teacher as well. And they used to talk to me a lot about my behavior, and about things that they they were expecting about my personality. And I think it's very important to have a balance about what would you say to a kid, for example, because it's very delicate. The words are very delicate. You have to consider you are raising a citizen. You know, you are um, caring about a future aged, and everything that we heard in our childhood would be a part of our personality when we became adult. And of course, if you heard kind words, and if you have um, good people side you, um, telling you good things, I don't remember how can I say incentivando. I think it will be much easier. Uh, you will not need therapy. And I think the great secret about raising a child is to balance the way you use the words encouraging. Thank you.
Oh, you said so important things. I agree totally with you. I think it's very important to try to have this, to encourage our children and to let them be who they are, and who try to show them the way to become a good citizen and a good friend, a good boyfriend or a good girlfriend, a good person, you know. I think you put a very good points here to our conversation. And for you, Elida, how was? Oh, you have already answered. No. Okay, so go on.
So my parents, they didn't used to talk me a lot until now. I had so many difficulties to have a conversation, with them, because I don't know, they never had the habit to see it and really have a good conversation, fluid conversation. It was just um, some phrases in the routine, and I remember that I never felt, how can I say, a vontade to speak with my mother about some, when we are child, we have the little passionites in our childhood, and I never felt good to talk about these things with her, so a lot of things is taboo with my family, and we just don't talk, and I remember that I always used to conversate with my friends in the school, and I never had this anchor, this emotional anchor in my house, in my home. So until now, I am 20 years old and I don't feel comfortable to talk with my parents about a lot of things. So it's really serious when we reprime. I don't know if, yes, when you reprime your child, your children, because these left some, I don't know how can I say that. Oh my God, I'm forgetting everything today. Sorry. Deixou marcas para a vida toda. That's it.
Yeah, and for me, you just start answering the next question, that is, do you think that it's important to talk in a relationship? And I think it's because of that. Sometimes a conversation can make people more comfortable to share their feelings and to share what they need, and also to, feel comfortable to be by your side, and for me, this is really an answer for this question. I think it's very important to improve our conversation skills exactly because we live in a society and we are having relationships all the time. So it's very important to try to talk about our feelings and to talk about what we need to make everyone feel more comfortable, and I think this way we can really have better relationships. And for you, Elida, go on.
Yeah, and our childhood will impact a lot of areas in your life, right? So
Yeah.
when I started my actual relationship, I had to learn how to have a good relationship, because he's completely the opposite that my parents. So we talk about everything. We have so many transparencia. I don't know how can I say that in English. And we talk about a lot of things. We have so many trust in each other. So it was strange for me, It's like Bruno Marquezine posted. I'm doing therapy to know how okay. Oh my God, I am doing therapy to know how to lead. I don't know how to deal with a good relationship, and that was me because I had to learn how to have a good relationship because in my house I never did that. So it's really strange, but I'm learning. It's a difficult process, especially when you are passing through some problems, and we almost the most of the times we just keep quiet and suffer in silence, and the other people can help us, but we reject this help. So it's a process, a really hard process. But
Yeah.
it's possible. I am here to prove that it's possible.
Yeah, we can always learn. We are always learning things, right?
Yeah.
And for you, João.
I agree. I totally agree with Elida. In my relationship, I have a boyfriend. My boyfriend talks to me about everything. I We fofocamos every time. The we talk about the feelings. We talk about the finances. I talk about the work. My work is very cansativo. How can I say? It just
Exhausting.
exhausting. Yeah, yes, exhausting. I come in my home. I talk with my boyfriend. Is very important for me. Our relationship is conversation. The base of relationship is conversation. My relationship with my mom is two. I talk with her about my feelings. When no, I can't explain this in English, but my sexual opinion is very difficult talking with my mom, and when I'm young, but now I can talk to her. So this mudou my life completely. So my connection with my family, with my mom, is much better today. So talking relationship is the base of how relationship. That's it. Gospel.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sorry, my connection is unstable, I think. I couldn't hear everything João said, but I understand that now you can talk about who you are with your parents and you have a lot of support. And I think this is very good, especially for you that is gay. And I think this is a really taboo for many families. And I think this can really impact how the person grows up and become a citizen in our society. And it's very important to you that you find someone to be more comfortable talking about your feelings and everything. And I was just thinking about that. I don't have a boyfriend now, but I remember that in my first relationship, I just was like edited because I had to learn how to talk about some things that I wasn't used to talk about. And I think it's very common in relationships that we learn how to talk about our feelings because we have other people there that we are sharing a lot of things. So we construct some things together that we didn't use to we didn't use to talk with our parents. And I think this is very common that people don't feel so comfortable with their parents to talk about some specific topics. At least for me was that. And I think I always admired people who was very comfortable with their parents because I think they could share things that parents have already lived and has so many to teach, so many things to teach. And I really want to be this person to be this person when I have a daughter or a son, because I think it's very, very important. And you, Lade, how you think about this since you have child, right?
Uh, I think it's very important because the relationship's the base. Our parents and our kids. My parents are my first friends, and I like to see the first friend of my daughter. And we have a relationship, more open relationship, talking about feelings, dubs, sharing achievements, asking for opinions, and always improving for a better person. Because I was a mother very young. I was 17. I was 17 when I got mother, and there was some kids. And today my daughter look like me for my daughter than my not my daughter, my irmã. How can I say irmã?
Sister.
Sister.
Sister. Sorry. Yeah, she look like me for her sister sometimes, but sometimes I need to to say her, I am not your sister, I am your mother. But I know I am your friend. I am our better friends, and you can talk all to me because I have a good conversation with my mother when I young, and I like to improve more the conversation with my daughter and my brothers. And I think the most important is to ask for opinions and ask when you don't know what to say or for the other person, or when you don't know, can I help me? Can you help me for something? I think it's so important.
Yeah, totally. And you, Ignate?
Um, well, I think I will do therapy about how to having a good relationship, because I don't know how can I do it, you know. And uh, in my opinion, talking about this with other friends is always hard, because especially if you are get used to have the control of all the situation. In my case, for example, I am a person like that. I like very much to have the control of the situation, and it's like um, I am the owner of my path. I don't have to share with anybody, you know. In a relationship, I know, I recognize that it's so hard to keep, because if you are in a marriage or in a dating, for example, you have to share your things with the other person, and for me, it's still hard. But is a process learning, and I think besides to do therapy, to talk about relationship with my friends, my marriage friends. I don't know if my expression is correctly. Uh, Friends of mine that they are married, whatever. I think they will be able to help me a lot about this question, because I recognize that my behavior has to be changed. But I totally agree about the conversation is the base of a good relationship.
Yeah, and we don't have to learn how to have those good conversations. We are always learning, and I think the first step is realize that this is really important and to feel that it's really important, right? And now I'm going to skip to the number 6 because I really want to know if you have ever felt so comfortable and open your heart to someone that you just met, because I have never done this. For me, it's the first reaction is just to don't, how can I say it? Don't trust the person who I'm just meeting. So for me, it's very difficult to start talking about feelings and everything with someone who I just met. But I know people who are very open, and when you just met, just starting talking about many things, and I think I'm frozen. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. My
Yes,
internet is
yes.
terrible. I think we are frozen to me, so I'm always thinking that you can listen to me. But never mind. Anyone is open your anyone here open your heart with someone who just met?
I am not an open person, but I have did this once when I think in my first week in college, I went to talk with a girl to make a trabalho. I don't know how can I say that. And at the time I was got, how can I, oh my god, sorry. Anyway, I went to talk to her about trabalho da faculdade. And when I say I did a session of therapy with her, because we're passing through the same problems with depression and anxiety. And I think we spent, I don't know, like maybe 2 hours talking. And it was a real connection. I have never seen this girl before, and now she's my best friend. So it was a really connection of exists the law, amor à primeira vista, but in our case was the friendship for the first view. It's something like that. I don't know how can I explain, but I think you got me, right?
Yeah,
And
totally.
it was
Oh,
really
this is so
fun.
good.
We remember that story and we laughed a lot because it was so funny.
Oh, this is very good. And you, lady?
Sometimes I open my heart to everyone, because I am, my life's a open book, open book,
Open book.
open book. And I like to have the conversation with anyone. I like have conversation for all
Oh,
hours and hours and hours. I
that's
think
very
I believe with Elida we have the connection with other persons when you have a synergy with the others, you need to start the conversation and don't stop.
Yeah, I love when we realize that we have this connection with people because it's something that we can't explain. It just exists, right?
Yes.
It's very good. And you, João?
So I opened my heart with my ex-boyfriend. Before this, my experience with him no so good. So today I don't open my heart in the just a max. I need some times with talk about everything in my life, your life. I can open my heart.
And you, Elinate?
Um, I don't remember the question. Could you read again for me, please? Because
Yeah,
I'm just finishing an important reporting. Sorry.
don't worry. The question is, have you ever felt so comfortable and opened your heart to someone that you just met?
Yeah, I have, but I also had some problems about the situation because I thought that would be a trustful person, and this person was not. But I also had, sorry, good experiences about it because some of them people are my friend now. Not a close friend, but are my friend. And for me, these experiences brought me a different point of life, of conversation as well. Because when I was a little bit more younger than now, I used to share every single thing that happened to me, no matter the person, no matter the the relationship that we had. And my great regret about it is that those person, those people, sorry, were not truthful. Um, and now about maturity, um, I am a little bit more confident about this emotion and this relationship. I also like to share things, but only with friends and only with a closed group of friends, and with the people that we use say in Portuguese, colegas. I do not share important things about my life because I think that's not important. It's only important to share things and with my close friends, with some people of my family, in things that I consider important. I don't know if I asked this question, but I
Yeah,
think
you
so.
answer. I think that's it. We share things when we feel comfortable, and I think this is the main point. And welcome back, everyone. How was the conversation in the other rooms? Please,
Cool.
Cesar. Oh, go on, Mike.
No, go ahead, Cesar.
Come on, Michael.
Sorry.
Can you start?
Vamos, parcero, diga ahí lo que piensa.
Speak up, Michael.
No, I just basically wanted to say I really love the group that I wear. Basically, I was sorry. I really loved to talk with my group, and it was very insightful. So I just wanted to share with you guys about that.
Great, thank you. And you, Cesar.
Well, I was in another group, but the idea is a little similar because, well, it was very helpful to talk about this topic. and to know about the other ideas from this topic too. Yeah, sometimes we try to avoid discussion or avoid to talk about different bad situations, but sometimes it's totally necessary.
Great. And one person from other room. I don't remember.
I guess just it was this once. I was with Cesar too. We talked about vulnerability that we feel. So I sent the TED Talk here. You know, it's really interesting. And there is also the documentary on Netflix to watch.
Yeah, I love this talk.
Do you have the documentary's names?
It's the same, I think. The power
Oh, the same.
of vulnerability.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And the call to
Okay.
courage. He sent it. Great. Very good. And for you, Nach, how was it?
It was very good. The guys, I'm Joelito and Cesar, they're very nice. And the topic, it was easy to talk about. Sometimes I'm here in the topic was very difficult for me, so I didn't show up anymore. But today it was very easy. Very nice.
Great. Great. So guys, please, thank you everyone for being here today. I hope you come next week. I'm always going to be here on Mondays night. And please answer the feedback. It's very important to us. And I think that's it for tonight. Please take care of yourself, wash your hands, use masks, and that's it. Goodbye, everyone. Good evening and nice week.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank
Thank you, everyone.
you.
Have a nice
Bye,
week.
guys. Good night.